the people that help lead and make this possible. This is when we build the team right here in Oxnard. How about these Cowboys?
This is November to CAF, being November 5865 Victor. Clear for takeoff, straight out departure approved.
I've been so impressed, really I have been, with what you've done as a group this camp. And I know because we involve events and we involve a lot of people, and I can see the work. Sure. I mean, I can readily see what went on and how it is, and I'm excited about our future. We'll put this at a very special place at the Star, commemorating our training camp, doing the very same thing. This just tells the story. It's almost the Super Bowl trophy. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Top of the morning, everybody. You know it is the best part of waking up, baby. We are on Supporter Saturday, so I've been having some technical difficulties here in the lab. We tried to get the show underway. I got my man Patrick trying to get on. You know, life's full of challenges. So let me know, first off, can you hear me this morning? Give me a comment. Let me know that we have sound here so we can make sure we get this show underway properly. We got a special guest here today. It's 10:09 on the West Coast, baby. You know the West Coast? And we're going to be talking about some West Coast matters today when it comes to training camp. And I got a special guest from training camp. That's right, baby. He was actually had a cameo on HBO Hard Knocks. If you watched Dallas Cowboys Hard Knocks last year on HBO Max, you might have seen him. If you're familiar with Southern California Dallas Cowboys fan club, you probably know about him. But we're going to have a special guest here who gets boots on ground today, especially when it comes to Dallas Cowboys training camps. I'm your host, BG, the Cowboys Unifier, baby. I appreciate all of the supporters keeping us lit here, over 100 Green Badge supporters, keeping the content lit here to bring us on special guests like our special guest here today, Patrick Milan. So let's do some roundabouts. Let's get some shout outs. Let me find out what's going on with my man. You got to click the different link there, Pat. We had to switch shows. Man, I tried to hook up here earlier, and I'm just telling you, we got all kind of problems here this morning. So if you're joining with me, have a little patience here. Our special guest, once we get him on, definitely going to be a great time. Get your questions ready, especially if you're headed to training camp or if you're going for the first time. He's going to be here to answer some questions today too as well, as soon as we can get him on the show. But we couldn't have a show without Facebook user. We're hitting a stat quo right out the gate. Appreciate that, Facebook user. Thank you. Make sure if you're watching the stream here today, we're live on actually 4 places today. That's right. First time. You know, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. That's on OAT and our group with over 21,000 diehard Cowboy fans, and also the Built Different group page. And we're also now live on LinkedIn, y'all. So big shout out to all of the LinkedIn folks. If you're on LinkedIn watching here today, it's not our first time being on video. We featured our LinkedIn connection here. Shamika Mallory, congratulations. Dallas Diva, you know, she's the president of the RVA City Dallas Cowboys fan club in Richmond, Virginia. She actually won 2 tickets to training camp, man. So we shared a link here on the page. She submitted, and they are flying her out to training camp. So I think that's really awesome that we had her on LinkedIn. She's one of our Cowboy cousins here, big-time Green Bay supporter, and also she likes to get down with the stars. So congratulations to our Cowboy cousin, Dallas Diva out there, going to camp for free, tickets for 2, airfare, lodging, and all. I think that's pretty great. They picked one of the right Cowboy fans to go out there and represent, boots on ground in training camp. But let's get some more shout outs. I see you tomorrow. All my green badges are checking in. Y'all know the deal, baby. Let's share this video. Let's help some other Cowboy fans get in on the show here today. As we're getting ready to bring my man Patrick Milan back up on the show now. I think we've kind of got it figured out. But let's get some more shout outs. Let's figure out who's here. Green badges. Let's go, baby. We in the gym. I need you guys sharing that. If you're part of the SCDCFC fan club, get online. Share this into one of the groups. You got one of your own coming up on here. That's right. He did a cameo. You seen him on HBO Hard Knocks, man. He coming in with the helmet and everything, front of the line. That's how we do it here, baby. We do it front of the line with our Cowboy cousins. What up, Dro? I see you. Appreciate you tuning in this morning. Green badges, y'all know the deal, baby. Let's pump that iron early this morning. I know you were just getting up and wiping that sleep out of your eye, but it's time to burn some sweat, baby. Let's go. What up, Kevin Claggett? I see you, baby, on YouTube. Like I said, we are live in 4 spots, and big love to all my YouTube folks out there. Appreciate you tapping in. What up, D-Wayne Double D? Appreciate you tapping in. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring our special guest on. That's right. His name is Patrick Milan, big-time Dallas Cowboy diehard fan. Southern California Dallas Cowboy fan club, baby. Let's just welcome him to the show.
What's going on?
My brother Pat, how we doing today, baby?
Doing good, doing good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm outstanding, man. I think we finally got the kinks worked out, right? I like
the
whole show. It wouldn't hook up to Facebook. It's like all these errors.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but we're here, man.
Yes, we are.
We're here, man. I like that shirt you got there next to you, man. Appreciate that.
Oh, talking about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
One of my Cowboy cousins right there, man.
That's right.
We actually got a chance to hook up at the Cowboys Cousins Experience out in Las Vegas here recently.
Yep.
So before we get into, training camp and all of that stuff, Patrick, before we even get into the Cowboys Cousins Experience, man, tell the people who don't know you, when did you become a Cowboys fan and how did you become a Cowboys fan?
Been a Cowboys fan since I was born. My whole family are from Texas. And, since I was a kid, grew up loving the Cowboys. And, my uncle bringing me posters from the games when I couldn't go to the games. And, me out there circling as a kid, your favorite player, whoever liked your favorite player. That was me, man. Just grew up diehard Cowboy fan since then, man, since birth.
So you're originally from California?
I'm from California, but my whole family is from Texas, all over Texas, everywhere. So I have family all over the place.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
And then, so you became this Cowboys fan, and then just catch everybody up because you're a big-time member of SCDCFC out there. I've seen you at several events repping the brand.
Yes,
How did you get acquainted with Mr. Luis over there, the president with SCDCFC?
It happened at training camp, obviously at training camp because everything happens at training camp. So I saw them, they were a big giant group, and I said, hey, I like that. They're a unity group and they like to do things together. So I said, I walked up to, I think it was Robert and Louis, Robert Morales and Luis Garcia. So I saw them and I said, hey, what do you guys do? What do you guys like to do? He goes, oh, we do events. We go here, we go to games. I was like, oh, that's right on my alley. I like to do things like that. And ever since then, man, I've just been joining since 2011. I think that's when I've been with them. Yeah,
man, 2011. So that's like 11 years.
yeah. You've
been pretty much around long as SCDCFC been around. I think they've been around maybe 15 years, maybe, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So I've been repping, SoCal for years, man. Everywhere I go, I represent them and the Cowboys, and us as a group. Well,
that's what's up, man. So before we get into camp, let's talk about Sin City.
Ooh.
Take it back to Sin City, baby. Me and you got to link up out there.
Yes.
We spent a lot of time together aside from
on
the Cowboys Cousins Experience event. What was it like for you out there networking with other diehard Cowboy fans during the NFL draft?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was lovely. It's good to see a sea of Cowboy fans out there, representing us going to the draft, and just we're not the only ones that were there. There's tons of us there, and to meet people, they hang out, and just the experience itself. If you've never been to a draft party or a draft day thing, you need to go. You need to experience it. I know Barry's experienced it. Me, I experienced it. We all experienced it. It was beautiful. It's just nothing but love out there.
Had you ever played golf? Had you ever done Topgolf before?
I've never been to Topgolf. That was the first time doing it, and I'm kind of hooked on it now because they got one in here in El Segundo. So I'm gonna go to it like probably next week, maybe. Whenever I get time to do it.
Yeah, I seen the Cowboys post them some Topgolf. They got a Topgolf out there, local in Dallas. A lot of the players go to there. So, but what was your favorite part about the Topgolf experience with all your Cowboys?
It's just the unity thing with all Cowboy fans, and talking about the Cowboys. Everybody likes to talk about the Cowboys, but we never have the opportunity to meet each other in person and say, "Oh, this is what I liked about the Cowboys. This is what they need to do. This is what we need." It's just all about unity. And it was a good, event. I love it.
Right. And you got a chance, I think, to meet Stacy, Elliott, and Terence Parsons too, as well.
Yes, I did.
Tell the folks a little bit about that with our special guest there. What was it like meeting the father of Zeke and the father of Micah?
They're just normal people like us. They just got talented kids, and that's it. They're not the whole host of it. They're just the parents. So they're just like us, and they just, they don't feel overwhelmed when people say, "Hey, I want to meet your son. Oh, I like your son. He's great. He's great." Yeah, of course they're going to take that. It was nice. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. I was just like, really? Stacy? Really? Like the man? I see him. I have him on Instagram. So I kind of like when I seen him, I was like, whoa, that's him,
He's tall, right?
Yeah, he's very tall. It made me look
very
really
tall.
short.
I was like, man, Zeke's there kind of tall.
Yeah, he made me look shorter than I already am. I'm like, hey, you're like, what the heck? Yeah. But yeah, it was a good experience and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure. Definitely having him out there. I hadn't Topgolf. I don't think I've Topgolf before, but I was so busy there. I didn't get a chance to really get much video. So I appreciate you sending me those photos over here. As you seen, that was a photo of us as we were coming in on the show there. That was us there at Cowboys Cousins Experience in Topgolf. Let me get to that photo here. Where is it at? Oh, I didn't upload it. I'm sorry. I should have uploaded it. But you seen it on the video there. That was me and my Cowboy cousin Patrick there. So what else did you do in Vegas, man, besides football? Like, because we spent some time there together. Was anything else you did there that was fun while you were there?
Well, Vegas is Vegas for everybody. I mean, but to enjoy the experience of hanging out with a bunch of Cowboy fans and going out to eat, we all went out to eat that day and, chilled and relaxed. And, of course, did some gambling and enjoyed ourselves,
Yeah, we got some folks checking in. Appreciate all the green badges. We got Dro from Bakersfield. You remember Dro and Johnny Wheels?
Yes. Hey, Johnny Wheels, what's up, man?
Yep. And as a reminder, all the Facebook users here, I know we got some new folks here for the first time. If you're just here for the first time, make sure you register with StreamYard. We want to put a face with the case, if you know what I mean. So that way we know who we're talking to here. We appreciate all of the Facebook users checking in, and also those folks like Justin Rose from YouTube, who's always dialed in here with us. So we love our folks over there on YouTube as well. And so let's talk about this training camp a little bit, right? When was the first time you went to a Dallas Cowboys training camp? Do you remember?
Ooh, well, the one in LA and one in California, it was like 2003, 2004. So I've been going since then.
Man, that was before smartphones?
Maybe, I think so.
Yeah, nobody was going live or anything.
Yeah, it was a lot different than it is now. It was a lot more open back then. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's more crazy now because it's more smaller and it's not like how it used to be, and I wish it was. But since they did all these new buildings and everything else, it changed.
It's kind of a thing now, right?
Yeah.
Especially out there in Oxnard, a lot of Cowboy fans wonder, why the hell do the Dallas Cowboys travel to the West Coast?
They love it.
To do training camp. Would you tell them a little bit of why, from a West Coast point of view, why are the Cowboys on the West Coast for training camp?
Well, one thing is the weather. The weather is beautiful out there in the mornings in Oxnard. It's so beautiful. You have that overcast little breeze blowing in all day. If you don't live in Dallas or you don't know about Texas, right now it's steaming hot over there. We're at like 100 level over there. It's too hot. That's the reason why. Another thing, they love to bring the Cowboys to California. We got a lot of Cowboy fan base out here, and we know they know it. We all know it, and we love the Cowboys here. You know, it's just the weather, the location where it's at. It's close, it's nearby, and you know they enjoy the weather here. I mean, it's California. Who can enjoy California?
I hear you, man. It never rains in Southern California. They tell me. But yeah, it's hot as hell in Texas right now, and I know that's definitely one of the reasons why nobody ain't got no time to be playing in that heat.
Yes. No, nobody wants to play in that heat.
Got Prototype checking in there. We see Sarah. You remember Prototype?
What's up, Sarah?
Out there with us. Appreciate you checking in, Sarah. How we doing? Y'all know Green Badges. Get on it, baby. Just get that share button, baby. Hit that star button. Matter of fact, we got a star goal here today of 3,000 stars. And so if you're in the star game and you'd like to win something here today, let's show my man Patrick some love. I got this chef apron and hat here. So while you're out there at camp, you can cook in style, baby, with your church clothes, as you see. Patrick Milan here looks like you. What are you in your man cave there? Where's this location?
Yes, my man cave. Yeah.
So what do you like? What do you like to collect? I know you got a bunch of little trinkets in there.
These are my babies. This is what I like to collect. This is my babies.
So
that's what I collect.
How did you have this baby? Tell us about this baby.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Oh man, that was 2 years ago. They came in, chrome helmets came in, they're hard to find now, but I just said I called the Dallas Cowboys front office and asked them about it, and they said we don't have any in stock. You got to call this place and this place, and I finally got a hold of one, so I got it, and then I took it to training camp, and man, it brought like all the players to me because they love seeing stuff like that, something new that they've never seen in person, and they're like, of course they wear them or they'd have them, but they've never like seen it get like out in the sun and shining and glycerin and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So you do like to collect helmets, and the Cowboys actually broke some news here over the last couple of days that on Turkey Day,
yes,
they're going to be coming back with the throwback. So I have to ask this question: how the hell did you get one of these helmets before everybody else?
Oh man,
New helmet. Who this?
Oh man, that's a pretty dope picture. I like that. That's pretty funny.
Well, tell us about that, baby. Are you looking forward to getting one of those helmets, or?
Yes, I'm already looking. I'm already looking on every damn website I can find and trying to find it. I have the old school, the other one, but it's not like a speed helmet like that one is. That one's a speed helmet with the old school on it.
Right.
Yeah. But I got like two of the white ones, and
how many helmets? How many babies you got total over there?
I got, what is it, 12, 13?
Okay, and so I seen you got a bunch of autographs on there. Who's your favorite autograph on your favorite baby?
Oh, let me see. I got a rookie Tony Romo and a rookie named Jason Witten. I don't know if you know those guys. You know those guys?
You got the rookie signatures on helmets?
Huh? Yeah, both signatures on both helmets.
Wow.
And let me see who else. I got like a Des Bryant autograph, rookie, I don't know if you guys know that guy.
Yeah, we know a little bit about some Dez over here, baby. I know I do.
Yeah.
So, wow, collecting helmets. And, let's talk about this here. As this picture we showed, you guys, if you watched Hard Knocks, ladies, also, if you watched HBO Hard Knocks last season with the Dallas Cowboys, this is the cameo on season or episode 1 where Patrick Milan is coming through the gate there. Could you tell us a little bit about how did that whole scene come about? Like, how did you get front of line?
Well, if anybody knows me, and of course everybody knows me at training camp or sees me at training camp, even the damn security for the Cowboys know me at training camp. They know I'm an early bird, and I get there early, and I'm always up there, at the line. So I was being like a little funny, putting my helmet over the fence because they closed the fence off, and they wouldn't let us go through until we're ready to open. So I was putting my helmet over the fence, and the Dallas Cowboys took a picture, put it on Instagram, and then the guy from HBO saw me, and he's like, "Hey, man, could you do that as you walk in?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So I did that, and that's where it started. And that's where I didn't even know they were going to record that. I didn't even know they were going to use it. So I was more surprised as anybody else was when they saw it. So it's kind of.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, it was a lot of hype surrounding Hard Knocks last year. I created some content around that. I was very excited about it. And when they opened it up, you know, that story with Dak Prescott talking about the wishbone on his ankle, the two surgeries, how the one they kept under wraps, nobody knew about. Right. And then you see that black Nike stomp, and then here comes Pat with the helmet right in after that. I was like, I know that guy.
Yep, this is it right here.
Yep,
there it is.
That's it.
This is it. This is my baby.
So what is it like walking through the gate first at camp, baby? Tell us about that.
Oh, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like when you go in there, it's like my I don't know, I guess my Graceland for Elvis, you know. You
get like an adrenaline rush, a dopamine.
Yeah, rush. I don't get nervous. I don't get nervous. I just like to be there. It's like, yay, I'm home. Our happy place. It's like, damn, you know, like on a Waterboy, you know, like when he goes to his happy place. That's my happy place. That's what I love. I love training camp, man.
And what is it most about training camp that makes it happy for you?
Oh, let's see. The environment, the weather, obviously, the fans, the whole, like, the work, you know, seeing all the old people that you met at training camp and seeing all like the staff that remember you and they're like, hey man, you're back again. I was like, yeah, man, you know, it's like almost like a family thing there. You know, everybody knows you, everybody, you know them, and you know, you're good with
like a family reunion, huh?
Yeah, but just with a bunch of Cowboy fans loving each other, man. That's it.
So let me ask you this question. With all the amount of, have you seen the crowds essentially grow over the years? Like, probably going to be a bigger crowd this year than there has before, especially after what we did last year at 12-5 and the disappointment.
Yes.
You think there's going to be more people there this time this year?
Well, with COVID, you know, they're letting off the restrictions now. You know, last year was kind of like difficult to like even get down there. And, you know, but now this year they're taking off the restrictions. We're getting to go down to the field. And of course, there are going to be more people coming now because now that everything's lifted. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot more people.
But you have some exclusive access, right, through a program called DC United?
Yes, it's the membership club for the Cowboys, and they have like 4 different levels. They even have a level for the kids, level for, like, you know, well, I'm always doing the elite. The elite is the top dog of everything. Yes, that's it. That is it.
All right, so I got the Dallas Cowboys United website up. So you're talking about the elite package, right? So for folks that are just tuning in the first time, before Patrick gets to explaining this elite package, if you're headed to Dallas Cowboys training camp for the first time, you want to go to DC United. I'm going to place the link here in the comments for you because Patrick has a little bit more exclusive access. If you're looking to get a little bit more exclusive access, of course, it's going to cost. You know, with the Joneses, everything costs to keep up with the Jones. But if you go to this site here, they've got some different levels. Now, I'll share my story really quickly. I got the preferred, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. The preferred, actually, when I had a standing room only ticket into the game, the preferred DC United access gave me access to a side door. I called it the trick door, in front of everybody else rushing in the front door for standing room only. That was for $20. Now, what Patrick has here, and we're not selling these here, we just want to make sure everybody gets the information on DC United. Patrick here has the elite package. So why do you have the elite package, and what can it do for you at camp?
It gets you into camp early, and it also getting the VIP access, where it's a lot more shade, and, you know, in case the sun is hot that day, you get a lot more shade. And you also get drinks like sodas, popcorn, chips, water. And I do know about this year. They are serving alcohol for the VIP people this year. So if you're VIP, there is going to be an opening where you can have alcohol. So
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You get 30% off merchandise during discount days too as well, right?
Yes. But what they don't really tell you about that is that their discount days aren't during training camp. That's the bad thing.
Got to read the fine print, huh?
Yes. And they're on certain days only certain days. But that's why I'm giving you
big baby.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you the info now, because they might tell you get the 300, but it's not gonna. They see the 30%. You're not always gonna get that 30% right there. But I'll tell you this much: if you're a military veteran or with the military, show them your card and get that discount.
There you go. Definitely get that discount. So DC United, the link is in the comments. Y'all go check it out if you're headed to camp. So with that being said, now folks can, go to DC United. They can get this exclusive access. And you've already told them the weather's going to be great there. Yeah. What can somebody for the first time expect coming to Oxnard who maybe never been there? What kind of advice could you give a first-time training camp attendee?
Okay. So number one, arrive early. Always arrive early. Just like, get your stuff ready, whatever you're going to do the day before, get ready to go because you don't want to be leaving late and miss camp or miss getting in and them counting you not in and you can't get into camp. Because once it's full, that's it. It's over. Number two, you can bring backpacks in. They say no backpacks, but you can bring backpacks in. And don't forget your Sharpies and all your autograph stuff and, everything you want to bring. And, number three for me is patience. Just have to be patient for everything that's going on in there. That's it.
Okay. Seems pretty simple enough, with the crowds that are coming in and all of that. What's the traffic like for maybe folks driving in wheels on ground? First time, what kind of advice could you give them in terms of getting to the facility?
It depends where they live. Like if you live in Riverside, it take you like 2 hours to get there from, like in Riverside County and everything. Like me, it takes me like an hour. It takes me an hour to get there. But that's why I'm always like staying there and I stay local so I won't have to be driving back and forth. With these gas prices right now it's not really good. But yeah, just plan your trip accordingly. Say you want to get there like I think the gates open at 11. The gates open at 11, get there about maybe a couple hours early. Enjoy yourself, get acquainted and make sure you're in the car line because if you're not in that car line, that's not good. Yeah.
Okay. So I got another question for you here. Since you go to camp a lot, was you at camp one of the years? I think he went back to back. I think it was 16 and 17. Denzel Washington was out at training camp. Was you there at that time when he was there?
Yes, I was. I was on the line and I shook his hand. I shook his hand. I said hello, and I tried to get his son over, but I couldn't do it.
What was it like finding out Denzel Washington was a Cowboys fan and then actually seeing him at training camp?
Oh man, it was like, what? I never knew that. And then you could read about it, and then a couple years later, it's coming out. So it's kind of cool.
Right. If you're just seeing that, make sure you go over to officialamericasteam.com. That just hit the streets this morning at 9 a.m. How Denzel Washington is the ultimate Hollywood Dallas Cowboy fan. He was out there from 16 to 17, as you heard Pat say that he's seen him out there, got a chance to meet him as well. Never know who's going to show up out at camp. And with that being said, who's the most oddest person you've seen out at camp? Maybe a celebrity or fan or anything like that. Give us a story, one of your crazy stories from camp. Who did you see at camp? You're like, wow.
Eastside Morales from La Bamba. Bob, I seen him there, and I was standing right next to him. I didn't even know it was him. And I was like, hey, wait. I go, Eastside Morales. And he's like, yeah, what's up, dude? Well, let's get a quick pic, man. It's kind of like funny. Because he's just walking around like a normal person, but he's a movie star. Yeah, so that's kind of funny. That one, I met a lot of people there. It's just hilarious. So when you run into them and you're like, "What's up? How you doing?" I don't get starstruck, but it was just more fun that they're there. Like I didn't know you were a Cowboys fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Cowboys fan? Cowboys fan? Like the Spider-Man meme. Everybody.
Yeah. Like pointing at yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so special shout out to everybody riding with us here. We got some more green badges chiming in. We got Tanya from Arkansas says training camp begins on her birthday. We got to remember that. Happy early birthday, Tanya.
Yeah.
My man King Sharon is in the building. Says going to training camp is on my bucket list. I heard that.
Got to do it.
And big shout out to King Sharon today. If you didn't know, he's out boots on ground with Big Val from Cowboy Life Family. They are out there on the set with Emeril Lagasse. They're doing a show for Emeril Lagasse upcoming this season. Emeril Lagasse is going around and doing a bunch of tailgates with different fans, and they're filming the one this weekend with Cowboys Life Family. Big Val, King Sharon, all our Cowboy cousins are out there. Man, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be pretty cool. You know who Emeril Lagasse is?
Yes.
Bam!
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, man. So
Yeah.
what kind of stuff do you get into while you're out at camp? Obviously, you bring your merchandise to get signatures. What's the key to getting signatures for folks going there with merchandise? Because I know you said you like to be close to the players there. That's kind of making your happy place. How do folks get those signatures on their merchandise, especially if they're not part of DC United?
Okay, well, a lot of things is I said about patience. You gotta have patience. Screaming at them is not gonna really do your job. I mean, you can ask. Be polite. Be polite. Don't try to rush the player or push people to get to the player, because once they see that, they don't like that. There's security all around them. They see that, they're going to pull the player, and they're going to pull the player away. And when that happens, it's not good for anybody around there. That's what starts static, and a lot of people get mad. It's your fault. This is your fault. No, they just be patient. And if they don't get you that day, and if you're staying there another day, just be patient. Don't try to rush or push people to get into there, or throw your items over over other people. A lot of people don't like that. Just be patient if you're trying to get an autograph.
Have you gotten any autographs from Dak or Zeke?
Yes, I did.
What was that like, getting those autographs from those guys? Did that strategy pay off for you? What you're talking about? Just be patient there.
Yeah. I just was patient, and he came over, and I was right there, and he was about to leave. Dak was about to leave, and I said, "Hey, Dak, can you sign that?" And he signed my helmet. And then Zeke came by one day, and he was just walking through, and he just signed the helmet. I said, "Thank you, Zeke." And he's like, "Hey, no problem, man. It's just cool. It's just cool. You got to talk to them like they're regular people, man, because they just make more money than us.
Well, despite what we've seen on camera, a lot of folks were upset when they seen HBO Hard Knocks, and I want to get your opinion on this. A lot of folks heard Dak with the dirty mouth out there.
Oh yeah, if you've never been to training camp and you've never you like your favorite player, you're gonna see some stuff that you don't see on the field, or you hear some stuff that you don't like on that field. There's some stuff that I've heard before, and it's just wow. Like you'll never want to hear that player ever say it again. You're like,
come on, man, give us something juicy. Can you share anything with us? What's
I've heard Rod Marinelli back in the day screaming at the linemen, "Get up, you bunch of a-holes," and what the I don't really want to cuss, but what the fuck are you doing? Get up there, get up to the line. Let me see this shit going. I'm being a bunch of
drill sergeant treatment, huh?
Yeah. He was like yelling at them, like right in their head, and like grabbing them by their helmets and telling them to go back in the line and do it again. And but you'll hear Dak, you hear Zeke like say, "Oh shit, I should have fucking did this, or I should have did that." That's the shit that you're getting. If you've never been to training camp and you've never been that close to a player, you're gonna hear some shit that you don't want to hear, that you've never heard before him say, like, "Oh
man."
You're like, what?
I was excited first time I heard Dak say "fuck."
Yeah, I was like, what?
He's
like,
some people are like, "Oh my God, Dak is so wholesome. He cannot sound like that." Oh my God.
Yeah. Like I heard him when he was like, when he got hurt, when he started throwing the ball and they told him to stop. He was like, "Fuck, I want to go back out. I want to go fucking back out." But they don't show none of that really on Hard Knocks, because you can't. They're like walking off, and he's like, "Fuck, I just want to go back out." Right. Grabs his helmet, tries to go back out, and they're like, "No, just go sit down, go back."
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
No. I assume you watched Hard Knocks, right? You watched the whole series?
Yes, I did.
What was your favorite part about Hard Knocks? Even though because it's different when you're there. Like I was in LA. When they filmed Training Day with Denzel Washington, and I went to the movie theater, and I was like, "Damn, they just filmed this in LA. This is cool." What was it like watching Hard Knocks for you, saying, "Damn, that's me, and I'm in there"? And
it's
what was your favorite part outside of that?
The scrimmage, when we scrimmaged against the Rams. That's you don't see a lot of what you see on the field, because their cameras are showing all different angles of it, and it's a lot different because there's so many people there, and it's so loud. And where you're standing from, where you can see it, they see the other angles on it. That's like, you want to hear all the voices and stuff. You can't hear all that. You just hear a lot of screaming, a lot of cheering, and you don't hear none of the cadence that they're calling at the same time. You don't hear them in the line saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this, go right, cut. We're gonna do this play, do it over again." You don't hear none of that. It's It's more of like more in depth of what they're giving you on the field.
Right. Now we've all networked out there. You know, a bunch of us were out there in Vegas. All of the folks from different brands, different clubs, different organizations. Just to my understanding, I got a flyer here from DJ Kai. So shout out to DJ Kai, One Star One Family. It's going to be a big event you guys got going on right there. And yeah, stand up right there. Y'all know him. He's blowing up. But he sent me this flyer, and I think you're going to be there too as well at the Cowboys training camp after party barbecue.
Yes, I will be there.
So this is August 6th, 1 to 5 p.m., put on by SCDCFC, Star Status, and them California chapters of them hard hitters, baby. So a lot of folks are going to be there.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff actually takes place at these barbecues, man? Have you been to any in the past here before?
Yes, I have. It's more of like a unity group, group up and, friendship thing, and
build some
camaraderie. They have a lot of it's like they have a lot of stuff. Everybody brings their own stuff to sell, and we have T-shirts and hats. It's more talking about unity groups and what's coming up in a couple of weeks, or we'll talk about what's going to happen during the season. We're going to have this, events coming up. Everybody has their input on it, and it's more of like a, to get to know each other more. It's like a big, like giant, like family reunion. That's what it is.
I hear you. So if you didn't catch that, there's the flyer. If you need it, I'll post it on our timeline here for BDG later. Make sure you screenshot that. That's put on by SCDCFC. That's the oldest fan club in the business. They are the godfather, baby, when it comes to this fan club stuff. Shout out to Cowboy Kev over there with Star Status. It really tickles me to see everybody getting together, man, because I remember a few years ago, folks were really trying to kick it all that tough together.
Right.
This group was over here, this group, this club. Now we see leaders like what we've seen out there in Vegas, and I was extremely happy about that. You were there from SCDCFC, some other folks that couldn't make it, but we had your representation, and I appreciate you coming out. It was great. And I told you then, I was like, bro, you're coming on the show, and you're going to talk about training camp. Remember that?
Yes. I didn't believe it, but I was like, all right, yeah, what do you want? I'm just a normal Cowboys fan that loves the Cowboys and loves training camp,
No, I said, man, you're there. You're boots on ground. You're what people wanting to do. There's going to be some first timers there this year. And so with that being said, as we've gone through that, I want to open up the rest of the show before we get out of here today. If you're watching, thank you. Do me a favor. Leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Green badges. Y'all ain't on your sharing duties. Come on, King Sharon. Let's go. Y'all need to get in the weight room. Let's pump this weight, baby. I need them shares out there today. Either hit that share button or hit that star button. But I want to open it up.
Share buttons. Hit that share button. Hit that share button.
Tell them, Pat. Tell them. Hit it. Say,
yeah, there you go. Gotta do it.
Open it up for questions now. What questions do you have for Patrick Milan of SCDCFC when it comes to training camp, or even them boys in general? If you're joining us, throw a comment up there. Let us know your question. I want to make sure he answers any of the questions that we have here for our viewers today before we get out of here. But Brandon was tapping back in and says, yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. He's kicking it out there with Cowboys Life Family. I think that's going to be really awesome. There's going to be some live footage here too as well. So make sure you turn on your notifications. Brandon is going to be the admin of the day. He's going to be streaming live out there with our Cowboy cousins. But if you're watching here and you have questions about training camp, throw your questions up there. My man Patrick is here to answer. So what do you think? What's your number one question going into camp, bro? Let's talk Cowboys. What is the number one thing you're looking for our team going into training camp?
Well, everybody is talking about Zeke, thinking he's not going to be coming out being fresh and deaf. They think he's going to be like the Zeke that was hurt. I think he's going to be coming out strong. With all the videos I've been watching and what I've been seeing and hearing, I'm waiting to see the Zeke, the new version of Zeke coming out. And Dak, because Dak's still came off that injury from training camp when he was hurt, and that strained shoulder. I don't think he had enough time to practice that year.
Let me ask you this question. How we see comment sections get pretty savage over here when it comes to our boys. Do we get any of these fans out there talking shit at camp to players? Do they kick people out? Tell us something, anything like that while we're waiting on these questions.
Well, there's people that show up to camp. They're talking crap about them, and then they want to get their autographs. That's not the way to go, bro. Like, why would you even do that? And they even got people that go over there just to get the autograph and then go and slang them. Like, why? You ain't a true fan, bro. If you're gonna do all that. That's why I had a sign like in 2012 or something like that. I had a sign with it read, "Won't see this on eBay." And Jason Witten saw it and he looked at it and he started laughing. He started pointing at the sign. So I was like, man, I'm a true fan. I don't sell none of my stuff. Nothing will ever be sold. Unless I die and somebody else gets all my stuff. But
oh yeah, because I know a couple of cowboy hustlers, especially on Instagram. They go out there, get their merchandise signed, and then they're hustling it, selling it, and stuff. You know, that's like a full time. I mean, that's how I get some of my gigs here, as you guys can see. The Sean Lee autograph jersey there. So
yeah, but there's people that just talk crap about the Cowboys and they want to get an autograph from them, and then just like it's just not cool. You know, you go to training camps, a different experience. You're gonna see a lot of people that you see in the like in the public, like yeah, you'll see him like okay, you'll see him at the games and like, oh, okay, cool. Then you'll see him at training camp and they're a whole different person. I'm not saying who it is, but it's just you when you see it, you're like, man, you're a whole different person here because you just want that autograph.
Yeah,
you know, you'll do anything and everything to get it. Trust me, I've seen it all. I've seen girls get in dresses and get all dressed up just for the fan, just for the player. Oh, if he sees me, he's gonna want me to have me. I'm like, girl, you in high heels and a blue dress. Nobody's gonna want you.
Doing it for the gram, huh?
Yeah, doing it for this is dumb. I mean,
we got a question coming in here from Tanya, Green Bay supporter. Thank you, Tanya, for asking a question. If you're just joining us, throw a question up there, especially if you're going to camp before my man Patrick Milan gets out of here today. Tanya asked, what do the coaches expect from the players during training camp?
To hustle, to be on point, to be disciplined, and just to be on time, doing the job, and to get that job done. So they can. That's all they want to do is get on that field, do all the practices they can before the time limit. Because they don't want to be there on that field all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of happens after camp? Because the players stay there, right? Do the players go out? Are there some meet and greets? I think. Was there going to be a meet and greet at this party here? I couldn't see if there was. I didn't see. No, nobody's on.
I didn't see anything, but you never know. You never know what will happen. That's why if you don't go, you might miss out on something. You might say, "Oh, I should have went." You never know.
Right.
Yeah. But
good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal, man. So you said going into camp, man. You're probably going to be there this coming week. I know you said you got your job too as well. So
yes.
The 27th, I believe it kicks off, right?
Yes. Heck yeah. So if you're gonna be there on the 27th, the practice starts at 11. Get there pretty early because it's gonna be the first one, and the first ones are always packed.
And what time do they normally open the gates up that we seen you going through there with your helmet? Tell us about that again.
I was already there 5 hours before camp started or opened up, So I've already been there 2-3 hours before they opened up that gate.
So you just been there sitting there parking, waiting.
Huh?
Yeah,
right? Waiting. Yeah.
I heard that. Well, good deal, man. I appreciate you joining us here on the show today. We're about 43 minutes, so we've got a lot of great information here, especially if you're tapping in late. Make sure and scroll back and watch this replay. Patrick Milan of Southern California Dallas Cowboys Fan Club, special guest, been going to camp about 11 years. And I share some information with you here today.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say.
Sure.
Before all that, if you guys come to camp, please have your patience and leave the attitude at home because that's just going to kill the vibe of everybody. The players see it, the coaches see it, security sees it, everybody sees it. So if there's one bad apple in the whole thing, it's going to ruin it for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Cool beans, man. I appreciate your feedback here today, man. Any other shout outs you want to give before we get out of here today, Patrick?
Oh, I want to give a shout out to you, my boy Barry, and Cowboys cousins right there, and my fan club, Southern California Dallas Cowboys Fan Club, my president Lewis, and Robert, and of course my boy DJ Kai. Got to give a shout out to that man. That man's always giving me props. I got to boost him up too. We all need boosting up.
Yeah. I know the cuffs. The cuffs were the first power.
Oh, and the cuffs. I'm sorry, cuffs. You cuff family, you always in my family, bro. Yeah.
Star status.
Yeah, star status. Star Status, Kevin Harris, everybody, bro, all them fan clubs, all the fan clubs that I get to meet, I get to talk to, and I get to go to the events for. Thank you guys. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it.
Yeah. One more question before we get out of here. A Facebook user has been hanging out here that didn't register with StreamYard. It says, Patrick, talk about parking.
Okay.
Real quick before we get out of here.
Okay. Well, parking is a first come, first served basis on the dirt line, which is they call it the car line. I call it the dirt line. And it's the one right next to the parking lot before you go in. So if you're going to get there, if the parking's at 11, they let in people probably about 10:30, 10 o'clock to get into the parking, if the practice starts at 11, or maybe even early. It just depends. So parking is like, if you don't make that parking line and they don't let you in, they're going to make you go to the high school, park at the high school, and then they're going to bus you in. So that's why I recommend people getting there early if you want to get there early and you want to make the car line to get into the parking lot. Because other than that, they're going to take you to that bus, and you're going to sit there waiting about 20, 30 minutes for that bus to pick you up and to come and get you and to drop you off. And that's where it's going to take a long time. If you guys want to make it on time, I suggest early arrival. You know, practice at 11. I usually get there about, no lie, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm there. Crack of dawn.
You gotta get there early, man. It seems because
I might be the last car. I might be the second car. I might be the third car. But yeah, you gotta get there early. Do not, take a hesitation on we're getting ready to go to get there, and you're gonna be screwed. It's gonna be screwed up if you get there a little late, and you're gonna be rushing to get in, and it's not good.
So that's why I think we got here is early on everything, right?
Yes, early on everything, and
patience. Early and
patience and your attitude. Just leave it at home. You don't want to bring that there. There's a lot of people that go there. They're like, "Oh, why we got to pay for this? Why we got to pay for that?"
It's
Jerry Jones. The boy's trying to make his money like we all are.
You know, show up to camp and go get pictures for free and autographs. Like that ain't how it works, man.
Yeah, it's all a process. Everything works through a process. Same thing with the parking. So if you get there early, you're going to make the car line. If you get there late, you're not going to make the car line, and the cops will make you move your car and divert you to the high school. And don't forget about the parking charge. I think it's $20 or $20 for each car. Mm-hmm. And I think $10 for, I forgot whatever else they have. I think it's $20 or $10. But it depends on the weekend too, because on the weekends, you want to get there super early. Is
cash the best form of payment out there, or they do digital?
I don't know how they're going to do it this year, but most likely they'll take cash. I think they will take cash in that, or Venmo, PayPal, whatever else they do.
I would bring cash just in case.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break this part, but bring cash if you want to buy stuff, because they got a lot. They do take credit cards there. They take everything. But cash is faster, and it's a lot easier to avoid the line.
Like merchandise and camp stuff and things.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff to get. They have like special edition stuff you can buy only at training camp, and you can only get it at training camp. And they have a lot of stuff that's only exclusive to training camp. Just like this shirt is only exclusive to training camp. You can't find it anywhere else. When you get home, you're like, damn, I should have bought it. Just make sure you go look at the store before you go into training camp. Though maybe get some time, go look, go buy your stuff, put it back in the car, or take it with you, and just get ready for camp. That's it, man. Just have a good time. Don't forget your Sharpies. Anybody, don't forget your babies. Like I never forget my babies. Sharpies, babies, all your stuff you want to bring. Just bring it, and have a good attitude. And I'm sorry, one more thing. If you're going to be bringing a backpack, it's also good to have the security check your backpack before you go in. So it'll make the line go faster. That's another good thing is that tell security, hey, I want to check my bag in early, so you won't have to do it later, because that makes the line go faster, and you'll make it a lot smoother for you the whole day. Yes.
Well, good deal. A lot of great advice, man. And if you're just tuning in late here, I'll sum it up real quick for you. My man just said, get there early, have patience, and lead an attitude outside the gate and on Facebook, if you know what I mean. I appreciate everybody streaming here with us today. I've had my man Patrick Milan from SCDCFC. Thank you all for hanging out with us here on Supporter Saturdays. Thank you to the over 100 Green Badge supporters that keep the lights lit here, bringing us this boots on ground content. Because quite frankly, we're the only page here doing things differently. You know what I mean? Appreciate you being on the show, Patrick. Appreciate everybody else here. We're signing out. We'll see y'all on the next episode, baby.
What up, everybody? It's your girl JoJo of JoJo's Replay, and I am here to tell you about OAT, Official America's Team. It is a platform built for fans, by fans, and it's all about Cowboys Nation, baby. We got so many big-time personalities like yours truly, Tyson Westcoast from Dallas Cowboys Scouting, Silver and Blue Nation headed by Big Game James, and the president and CEO himself, Barry Gibson, the guy that's bringing us all together and making all of this happen. Go subscribe. Go be a supporter. You know it's all about Cowboys Nation and about this chase for number 6, baby. And OAT is the hub to connect us all. So I'm telling you right now, go join. Go subscribe, because here at OAT, baby, we making big moves, because OAT is our business, and our business is our swag.